Welcome back to the TARP Sports YouTube podcast, whatever you're listening on. This is UFC 324 full card predictions. We've been out of action of UFC for a long time. Glad to get back into things, guys. Missed the UFC. There's been good MMA on, but not quite the UFC, right? Stack card, right? One of the most entertaining fighters, Justin Gaethje, versus another great entertaining fighter, Paddy Pimblett. You know TARP Sports got you covered. Let's get into it. I'm going to start from the top and work my way down here, alright? Starting with the main event for the interim lightweight championship belt here, guys. We got Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. This is a 5-round main event, of course. Justin Gaethje is 37 years old. Paddy Pimblett is 31 years old. You've heard me say before, in 170 lower weight classes, 35 and older, they do not do good in 5-round main events, right? Last year, I looked back, 5-round main events with guys 35 and older in the 170 and lower weight classes were just 2-10 in those 5-round fights. The two that have won, Alexander Volkanovski, Kamaru Usman, arguably the two best of their division in their lifetime. I don't think Justin Gaethje's that, if I'm being completely honest. Justin Gaethje is a killer. He's one of the best to ever do it, but I do not think on a milestone scale he is even close to Volk or Usman. So that being said, Paddy looked a lot better against Michael Chandler. That is a common opponent. Paddy's performance versus Michael Chandler was just something very special. He just absolutely dominated Chandler. We just don't see that. We didn't see Gaethje do that. I can't see Paddy KOing Gaethje, right? Gaethje has a hell of a chin, even for a 37-year-old in a 155 weight class. I don't see this going the distance either. I could see this kind of being a similar fight to when Gaethje fought Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira fights very freely because he has great jiu-jitsu. I can see Paddy Pimblett doing the same thing. Give me Paddy Pimblett by submission in this one. Next fight, co-main event, Sean O'Malley taking on Sung Yadong. This is a co-main event after Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes got canceled. The UFC is praying Sean O'Malley wins because they love him and they want him to take on Petr in the rematch for the belt. O'Malley's 3 career losses, 2 of them to being Merab, and the next one was a real fluky one where he broke his leg against Cheeto. And I don't think Sung Yadong is on Merab's level, if I'm being completely honest. We've seen what O'Malley did to Cheeto when he didn't have that fluky injury. Sean O'Malley's team has already prepped for Sung Yadong. He trains with Kyler Phillips, and Kyler Phillips beat Sung Yadong early in 2021, I believe it was. So the team knows what he's about. I know they have grown a lot since then, but I just think Sean O'Malley, other than guys like Merab and Nurmagomedov, I think he's just arguably the best guy, and you're not going to outstrike O'Malley. Sung Yadong is going to have to mix it up. I think O'Malley's takedown defense isn't as bad as it showed against Merab. I think Merab is just on another level. Give me Sean O'Malley in this one. Give me Sean O'Malley by decision. I think Sung Yadong is a little bit durable. Next up, we got Waldo Cortes-Acosta taking on Derek Lewis. We got the heavyweights in there. Big guys swinging their meat around. Who doesn't love that? Waldo Cortes-Acosta had a great 2025. He was 4-1. His one loss was to Pavlovich. Not ashamed of that loss, right? That's a great heavyweight to lose to, a title contender for sure. Waldo Cortes-Acosta is the better fighter. He does not possess grappling, though. So in a stand-up fight, you're giving me Derek Lewis 15 minutes to KO someone. I like those odds, especially when they're as good as they are in this fight. Give me Derek Lewis in this one by KO. Next up, we got Silva versus Rose. Since Rose has moved up to the 125 division, she is 3-2, not the best, but obviously it could be a lot worse. Her 2 losses, Blanchfield and Fariut. Those are 2 great women to lose to, 2 title contenders. Silva is 7-0 in the UFC. 4 of her 5 losses in her career came when she was just 18 years old, very early on in her career. She started at a young age, has great experience, but not the experience Rose has. Rose has fought the who's who of women's MMA. Silva, though, 2 really good wins in her last bouts. She beat Jessica Andrade. She also beat Alexa Grasso. So 2 really good fighters that she has beaten. I think the experience of Rose and what she can do, she is the definition of a true mixed martial artist. She can strike, she can grapple, she has jiu-jitsu. This is going to be a close one, right? I think it's a coin flip, and you just got to go with the dog in this one. I do think it just goes to decision just because most of these women fights do. Give me Rose in this one. Give me Rose by decision. Next fight, we got Arnold Allen taking on Gene Silva. I'm telling you guys right now, this could possibly be the best fight on the card. This is going to be a very fun fight. Allen's only losses in his UFC career, Max Holloway and Ivalov. Max Holloway, people put him on the featherweight Mount Rushmore. Ivalov, he is one of the best featherweights in the division, even though his name means absolutely nothing because he can't get a title shot. Silva's only UFC loss came by the hands of Diego Lopez, a former title contender. He's fighting for the title again. So both these guys are only losing to high-level fighters. I think Allen is the better defensive striker, right? He has a 61% striking defense. Allen absorbs a lot less strikes in his fights. I do think Silva does have more output, and I think he is more accurate, although I do think the slow boxing style of Arnold Allen can win him this fight. Give me Arnold Allen in this fight. Give me Arnold Allen by decision. Next fight, we have Umar Nurmagomedov taking on Figgy. Guys, Figgy is 38 years old. He is 1-2 in his last 3 fights. This one's easy. I think he is the biggest favorite on the card. Give me Umar by decision in this one. Next fight, Gaultier taking on Pulayev. This is another heavy favorite in Gaultier. Gaultier, this is a step up in competition for him, but I just don't think Pulayev is anything special. I think this is going to be another easy KO win for Gaultier. Give me Gaultier by KO in this one. Next fight, we got Nikita Krylov taking on Bukalkas. If you know me, you know I have been a big fan of Krylov in his career, but ever since that really gruesome shoulder injury, he has been 0-2. He just hasn't looked the same, right? He'll eventually get to his normal self. He definitely had a ton of ring rust. You could tell he just wasn't himself in those 2 fights, but just the way that these guys' careers are going, Bukalkas is on a crazy win streak. Krylov on a 2-fight losing streak. The way these guys fight, it's going to be entertaining for sure, but I think Bukalkas is going to come out the winner in this one. Give me Bukalkas by KO or submission in this one. Next fight, we got Perez taking on Charles Johnson. Perez has been around forever, but he is surprisingly younger than Johnson by 2 years. Johnson is 35, Perez is 33. Perez, when you think of him, he has nothing but really bad losses, but if you take a look at who he lost to Figgy, Pantoja, Mokaev, Tayara, and Asu. All 5 of those guys are title contenders at the top of the top. Do I think Charles Johnson is on that level? I do not. Also, if you look at all those guys, they are all extremely good at grappling. Charles Johnson actually has no grappling. Perez can get this one done, especially for the odds that Vegas is offering on him. Give me Perez in this one. Give me Perez by decision. Next fight, we got Johnson taking on Hernandez. Johnson, 39 years of age. Hernandez, 33. Johnson is on a 3-fight win streak. Hernandez is on a 4-fight win streak. I think this one's going to be close to issue, and you probably heard me talk about this before in my videos. Johnson is probably the hardest fighter to pick. You don't know what's going to happen with him, right? You either are going to get one of the best lightweights in the world when he fights, or you're going to get one of the worst lightweights in the world when he fights. He is definitely a roller coaster. He's been that his whole career. I will say he has fought the who's who of MMA. He's fought Khabib, Gaethje, he's fought everyone. Hernandez, though, 6 years younger. I think he has the hot hand in this one. Give me Hernandez in this one. I don't think Johnson gets finished, right? He's fought a lot better guys than Hernandez and hasn't been finished. Give me Hernandez by decision. Next fight, we got Josh Hockett taking on Denzel Freeman. Hockett is the younger fighter. He's the way more athletic fighter. He used to be an NFL fullback. And until he starts fighting real competition in the heavyweight division, I'm just not going to pick against this man. If you've been following me, you know how I feel about the heavyweight division after, like, the top 7, I'd say. It's just unathletic guys that just hit hard. Hockett is an athletic guy. He mixes in grappling very well. Until he versus one of those top 7 guys that I've mentioned, I'm just going to continue to pick him. Give me Hockett by KO or submission in this one. Next fight, I personally think this one could be a coin flip. We got Ricky taking on Smotherman. Ricky 2-3 inside the UFC. Smotherman 1-2 inside the UFC. I will say Ricky, at the time it didn't seem like it, but looking back, he has fought some pretty hard competition. I just think this one's a coin flip. I do lean Smotherman. He is the younger fighter. Give me Smotherman by decision in this one. Last but not least, the curtain jerker. We got Fugit taking on Miller. Miller, this is his UFC debut. He's coming off the Dana White Contender Series. This is a 37-year-old taking on a 25-year-old. I do think Fugit is a decent fighter. He's an extremely entertaining fighter, but at the end of the day, I just can't pick a 37-year-old versus a 25-year-old. Give me Miller in this one. Give me Miller by decision. That does it for UFC 324 full card predictions. Guys, if you want to know what I am personally going to be betting, subscribe. I'll drop a short that Saturday morning. It will be in the Discord after weigh-ins, right? If you know me. If you don't know, I always wait till after weigh-ins. The first fight is always with the scale. If they can't beat that, then you got to fade it. But other than that, join the Discord. All my plays will be in there. Completely free to join, right? Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are taking. Might have to tell some of you guys. All right, subscribe. Let's go.